Hello vinyl community, and welcome to my vinyl collection update video. This video has been a long time in the making and has a decent chance of being quite long. And so during the video today I'm going to take a hint from my friend Miko over at the Vinyl Corner and say cheers. Might take me a while to get through these. The last time I did a vinyl update video was at the in November, part of Black Friday, and I was blessed in that in Christmas I got a whole bunch of stuff, and then my wife let me use some tax return money to do that. For those that don't know, here in the U.S., tax time, the government potentially refunds us money that they shouldn't have taken from us throughout the year. And so I got a little bit, found some fun deals. Anyway, so we'll get started. I'll probably buzz through most of these pretty quickly, but there might be a couple here I pull open and just kind of show because they're kind of neat. They're either colored or special or something like this. Anyways, first 311 transistor, Adele 25. I wasn't going to get this, but my wife bought it for me for Christmas, and turns out it's a fantastic album. So pretty cool there. I rounded out my Aerosmith collection and got the remastered of Get a Grip, Pump, Night in the Ruts, Rock in a Hard Place, and Aerosmith. So add that to the others that I already had. I got Arctic Monkeys AM and a Band of Horses. Let's see, I cannot remember. Cease to Begin is the name of this album. And I really bought it just because the price was really good and I like the other Band of Horses album that I have. I got remastered reissue of the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band. Found a really neat record store up in Ogden called Lavender Vinyl that I thought was pretty cool, and got a bunch of stuff from them that's scattered throughout this, but here's some. Picked up a Black Sabbath album there. Pardon me, Seventh Star is the name of the album. BTO's Four Wheel Drive. Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. All of these were from Lavender Vinyl. My wife, also for Christmas, got me Nimrod on vinyl, which is pretty cool. And in that spirit, I bought Green Day's Dookie as well. And so, interesting about this, the first CD I ever bought was at a junior high dance for $5 off of just some other kid. And it was this. So, kind of fun to have it in the collection. I did get this Jimi Hendrix Experience. Are You Experienced? No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Are You Experienced? Anyways, got that. It's been a lot of fun. A couple more from that Lavender Street vinyl. John Lennon, the Plastic Ono Band. So the first solo album that Lennon did. Now, I've also now gotten this in a really nice box set, which I have a different video about. But I gotten that one for just a few dollars and thought that was pretty good. And then also a live piece in Toronto. So this is the Plastic Ono Band there. Interesting. Excited for that. This, part of the Vinyl Me Please special editions, I'll pull this one out to show you. It's a wonderful album. I don't know how to pronounce this name correctly. Lapesley, maybe? Long Way Home. But it comes with custom artwork as well as on a really nice white vinyl with some custom labels that you can see there, which I quite enjoyed that one as well. I rounded out my Led Zeppelin collection, getting Led Zeppelin 1 through 4. All of these are the remasters that were done by Jimmy Page, but they're not the special extended edition like with the extra LP of stuff, but they're all a lot of fun. Next up, we did this thing at work where a bunch of us brought in duplicates in our collection and just brought in these boxes of records and started swapping. And I lucked out, completely lucked out, and got this Michael Jackson's Thriller, an original, which I've really enjoyed. And if you happen to follow me on Twitter, you've seen I've played this one a few times. Really surprising how great that is, and what a cool reminder. Got a Mormon Tabernacle Choir album, Faith of Our Fathers. My wife got me this, as some of them that she got for Christmas, so Mumford and Sons Babel, which has been a lot of fun. This is another Vinyl Me Please special edition. Nina Simone Sings the Blues, and really have enjoyed this album. Just in all, it's on a really good looking baby blue vinyl, you can see there, with RCA Victor labels on it. And then it also has, as part of this pressing, it comes with a really neat booklet. Anyways, they've just put together such a neat reissue here of this album that I've really, really enjoyed. I did pick up Nirvana's In Utero years ago when my mom saw that I had this album. She was very upset. This is, however, a wonderful Nirvana album. So I ended up picking this up. And then I've gotten Opeth's Heritage as well. Wonderful, wonderful album. In fact, Opeth has been kind of a neat discovery. I pre-ordered their Sorceress album when it was available and got that. As I went through Spotify, listened to this, I really, really liked this album a lot. It took me a long time to find it, and ended up ordering it out of Germany, but it got here and has been absolutely great to enjoy that. Another Vinyl Me Please special edition has been Panda Bear Person Pitch. Cool release on this one as well. So not only is it a nice gatefold, but it comes with this alternative art, which I thought was really neat looking. It also, it's a double LP, and I'll try and show this. One of the LPs is white, as you can see here. Comes with these nice poly-lined inner sleeves and stuff. And the other one was this blue, which I thought looked really good. It's not special in any other way. It doesn't have a splatter or anything, but has those. And just a really enjoyable album. They do an amazing job of mixing these sound samples with melody, and it's this cool clash of chaotic and melodic all at the same time. So I've really enjoyed that one. Next, a few more from Lavender Street Vinyl. In fact, I found these and ended up going back to find more stuff. But Queen, News of the World. Queen, A Night at the Opera. Queen, The Game. Queen, A Day at the Races. And Queen 2. All of these were there. Wonderful, wonderful pricing on these. They're used. Some of them are maybe a little bit more abused, but boy, I was so pleased to get this whole plethora of Queen just kind of all at once for such a good price. It was really great. Some more that I got from work. I got a couple of Quincy Jones, The Dude, and Body Heat. And I just purchased a Roy Orbison, The Ultimate Collection, very similar to the Roy Orbison Greatest Hits that my family had when I was a kid. And so I grew up on songs like Blue Bayou and of course the ever famous Oh Pretty Woman. But I can think of Only the Lonely. I used to sing that out loud as I was doing, chores, vacuuming, or whatever as a kid. This album, The Shins, Wincing the Night Away, I was very pleased to get. Very economic. Bought this off of Discogs New. And this album, I didn't really know them. I just happened upon it in Spotify and have really enjoyed it. So glad to have that. Another from work, Sly and the Family Stone, Back on the Right Track. This one is a fun album, Snowdonia by Surfer Blood. And this one also comes on has a nice custom inner sleeve, but then also has a nice white vinyl. And I'll hold this up. Hopefully you can see that. Some pretty cool custom labels there for that one. More from that lavender vinyl, Steppenwolf. The second. Most famous track on this is Magic Carpet Ride, but is a nice album. I got the Steve Miller Band's Greatest Hits. This was the first album I selected in like a Columbia House, get 5 for a penny and start your membership thing. And this was one, and I played that CD so much that literally the CD material flaked off and it cannot be played anymore. So excited to have this one on vinyl. Picked this one up, a new Sufjan Stevens, and I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Carrie and Lowell, and it is a wonderful, wonderful album there. Becky did get me, Becky, I apologize, my wife got me this for one of the Christmas items. She really went to town, and one thing that I thought was really interesting about this, it's a double LP gatefold, which is cool, and I'll just show this really quickly, is that this is kind of an interesting thing. The artwork here, you can see I can slide this in and out, so this is kind of crazy looking, and it's what provides everything to what's below it. And let me just slide this out. This comes out and it's really chaotic. What's interesting, you put these two together and through this lens, through this filter, you can see only what they intended you to see. So much like life. I thought that was very interesting to put in there, and particularly went well with the album idea. We're getting close to the end, but as you can see, my collection has grown, and I probably shouldn't have waited this long to do a vinyl update. I did get Weezer's Pinkerton. This is another Vinyl Me Please special release. So a couple of interesting things about this. First off, the gatefold has a pop-up, which is reminiscent of the art here on the front, looking like those trudging through the snow in what I can only imagine maybe a village in Japan or some other Oriental country. And then it comes on this really neat blue and black translucent splatter. And I don't even think you'd call that a splatter. But that with some custom labels. And of course comes with Vinyl Me Please. One of their big things is that everything comes with a piece of custom art. And I found this custom art just compelling. So there. And I just think this is really neat. The artist is a Japanese artist that paints with acrylics. I just think just a beautiful job there. Next, my wife also got me Weezer's Blue album, which I enjoy. And then also, and this is the last on our list, I got Wilco's AM. This is another Vinyl Me Please special release. I'll pull out and show you guys this. It's on a very neat translucent orange with red in it. So beautiful, beautiful record there. Anyways, so that's as quick as I could, a vinyl update for my collection. Some really cool pieces. If you have more questions about stuff, please don't hesitate to post comments or follow me on Twitter at UndertakingU. And otherwise, take care.